Welcome back to Pokemon Platinum. We'll be doing some legendary hunting this time, so
Oh boy.
boy, yeah,
I think this is the last game where legendaries are given the lowest
but
possible catch rate, if I
yeah,
remember
yes,
correctly.
they changed it in Black and White because they wanted you to actually have Reshiram and Zekrom for the final boss.
Yeah, but even still, I believe some of. Okay, so I forget specifically how the Pokemon catch formula works. It's a lot. But
It's
basically, the
it
lower
it,
your
it,
catch rate, the lower chance you have of catching something.
it
Every
yeah,
legendary up through Gen 4 had the catch rate of 3. I think
yes,
that Reshiram and Zekrom had 50 something, which I think is about a slightly harder than normal to catch regular Pokemon. I think for even
quick ball
other.
strats. Will it actually work this time? No.
Oh, dude, that's never worked for me once, but
Yeah, I don't get it. It's one of those. Okay, why are we doing this then?
I don't know for when it does happen that one time. Eh, eh, I don't know.
Okay, I'll use throw a heal ball. Nope.
Oh,
Because I'm sending out the HM slave, so
oh,
and
just
he used the go because I'm going to use the quick ball strat first, just on the rare chance it actually does work. But it used the ghost type move, and Bibarel is normal, so I had another ball to throw.
yeah. Do you have anything with sleep even on your team?
I prefer paralysis because it stays on.
Yeah, I do too. Okay. Oh yeah, you have Thunderwave. All right. But yeah, this is not something I ever really enjoy doing. Is going after legendaries. It's not really hard. It's just tedious. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it to an extent. Like I'd be fine with post game legendaries having this catch rate and all that because they're supposed to be hard and optional.
but this is a
Yeah.
plot Pokemon, so
Yeah,
Well, that's also the thing though. Is I think Black and White even lowered the catch rate for non for the optional Pokemon that you have. Because hold on a moment, let me look up Virizion. Let me look up Virizion, which is one of the different which is one of the Three Musketeers Pokemon. Okay, no, never mind. I'm wrong. They do have the catch rate for that be 3. So that's what they do in Black and White is that
yeah.
all of the extra Pokemon have the lower catch rate, but the ones that you generally only have one chance to catch have a slightly higher one. I don't remember what game started this, but at some point the game stopped it from being like a literal you have one shot kind of deal and made it
Yeah.
so that they respawn if you beat the Elite Four again or something. I know it happens in Heart Gold Soul Silver. I do not remember if it happens in Diamond Pearl or Platinum though. So if it did happen in this, then good because that's something that should pretty much just be in all of the games. I don't really like the idea that the Pokemon are that any Pokemon can be locked out.
luxury ball.
Might as well. I'm not using it on anything else.
If it's just clogging up his inventory, then might as well, right?
I mean, that's kind of what I always do.
What does the luxury ball do?
It increases happiness upon catch.
Oh,
Yeah, I think. Oh God, I think it also makes it raise happiness more too, because there's also the redundant friend ball, where I think the luxury ball is better than the friend ball, because I think the friend ball just makes it start off at a slightly higher happiness, whereas the luxury ball makes it gain happiness more quickly, meaning it will overall take less time because it effectively cuts the happiness needed in half, as opposed to just plussing it by 10 or whatever.
Shadow Force? Is that like
Yeah,
the opposite of the Shining
it,
Force or something?
Shadow. Is that the 2-turn one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's basically just like it's the ghost equivalent of fly or dig.
Right.
I didn't even know that it had that move. It's been so long since I've played this.
Yeah.
Isn't this also the special form of Giratina as well, since it doesn't
Yeah.
have legs?
Yeah, because the other version was in Diamond and Pearl. This is a special platinum version. Dust balls do affect the catch rate in this area though, so
Well, Dusk Balls are 3/4 of all legendaries are found in caves anyway, and the
Yeah.
other 3/4 that aren't just wait until nighttime and they become instantly the best catching thing. It's times 4
But-
catch rate instead of Ultra Ball times 2, which just
Yeah.
makes it better. So
Yeah.
they're what you should always be using.
Yeah. Getting the stupid ball.
Is it paralyzed?
I'm not gonna. Not yet. I think his electric type died though. So.
Yeah.
Ah.
No, not died, fainted.
Sorry, died. Anyway.
Obviously, it was sent to the Shadow Realm, Ryan.
We're,
Well,
but-
we're already in the Shadow Realm. Where do you
So-
think this is?
Eh.
We just looked like 5 TV to our left and see Yugi and Kaiba doing something, or sorry, Yugi and Merrick.
You know, I'm sure that Joey's trapped in here because he always loses the duel in order to make the bad guy look scarier. So
Yeah, he's the Yamcha of the group.
okay, you see, I'd be tempted to argue that he's more of the Krillin, but he's lame enough to be the Yamcha. So.
Joey actually like came within a hair's width of beating Merrick, and in the manga, Merrick realizes this and is so disgusted with himself that he like dry heaves into his hand.
The manga makes Joey a lot cooler, just in general. Well, I don't remember his Japanese name. 'cause that's
Jonochi.
Yeah.
So they renamed him Joey instead of giving him like a wildly different name like they did with everyone else, because the names Yu-Gi-Oh and Joey are supposed to like be a play on the word Yujo, which is like friendship or something.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so that's actually I didn't know that, but like he from what I can tell he does more in the manga, like when they do the whole dungeon dice things, like
Yeah.
Joey.
You mean the thing that's just like dual monsters?
Yeah, basically.
The the Dungeon Dice Monsters arc in the manga is completely different than it is in the anime. There's a lot
Yeah,
more going
because-
on in the background.
Yeah, because like in the anime, Joey looks like a total nerd, but he comes out of like a burning building holding Yugi like it's Die Hard or something
Well,
in the manga.
that
so
still
he's way
that
cooler.
still happens in the anime, but for some reason they separated it out into its own other story. But yeah, Joey rescued him from the burning game shop, and let's see, he has a couple different story arcs in the season 0 portion of the manga that are pretty cool. And like in the early manga, when they're doing Kaiba's stupid Death Tower thing, like every character, including the talking baby, has some part to play in getting Yugi to the final battle.
Hey, I got it. And a timer ball.
Ah, good. We're done.
The timer balls are always more successful than quick balls. It's like, why do quick balls even exist? They never work.
I find them useful if you're like catching random crap just to fill out your Pokedex. Like it's just like, okay, this crap.
Honestly, Ultra Balls do just as good.
Yeah, that's true, but I think they might be slightly cheaper because I think they're only 1,000, and it's just quicker. I don't know. I think a lot of
Need
it is
Fluffy the Giratina.
Oh, okay. I think a lot of it's just confirmation bias. Is the big thing. It's just like, see, it works, so yeah, that means it must be good, right? Right?
Okay, no, Cyrus, no one said you had to come back.
Why are you still here? Well, I mean, actually, you know what? That's a good quest. That's kind of a stupid question because just because we beat up his Pokemon doesn't mean he has to leave. Like that's
exactly what it means. We beat him in a Pokemon battle. That means he can't do anything ever again.
Yeah, you know, but this is just like, again, we're getting into the Yu-Gi-Oh thing where it's just like, okay, what? Just because I beat you in on a card game doesn't mean that I can't like pull a gun on you or something.
Well, you know, that's exactly what Bandit Keith tries to do to Pegasus in the manga.
I'm so surprised that that's the only time somebody thought of that. Where it's just like, okay, wait a minute. Card games don't have to dictate everything.
And just because Bandit Keith happened to be upon like the one guy who could do something about it with his Millennium item, he just gave up on it, even though it would have worked
in the manga
in the future.
When Yugi is winning the Dungeon Dice Monsters game, Ryuji's grandfather takes the Millennium Puzzle and smashes it on the goddamn table. to break his spirit. And the reason...
literally or figuratively?
Yeah,
Both.
the reason Yugi almost dies is because he insists on staying in the burning building to reassemble the puzzle. And Joey actually...
You can rebuild the puzzle outside, Yugi.
Yeah, well...
Just get all the pieces, you dumbass.
Joey, like, when he can't convince Yugi to leave, he stands guard there, ready to pull Yugi out if things get too bad. So...
You can just pick up the pieces and build it up outside.
Yeah, but the main piece, the one that was, that connects to the necklace was like chained to the table or something. I don't remember.
Is the Pharaoh as murdery at that point in the manga as he is at some of the other points?
He's sort of mellowed out by the end of Duelist Kingdom, but he does do a few creepy things during the Duelist Kingdom area, like...
Yeah, because I know that he makes people eat garbage, and
I don't remember a case where he made people eat garbage, but there was one amusing case where Joey was going to win prize money on a TV show, and Yugi realized that the TV producer had rigged the show, so he tricks the producer into hitting the wrong button, and then does a penalty game on him so that all he sees everywhere is money. So the producer goes out on live television and starts ranting and raving about money, goes up to the camera and starts yelling at the audience to give him their money. And the punchline to the entire episode is that Joey doesn't get anything even though he won because the production studio went bankrupt. So, good job, Pharaoh.
Being Joey is suffering.
uh,
I forgot there was no PC box in this game in Twin Leaf Town.
Oh God, this is the earlier Pokemon. This is like the last Pokemon game where they wouldn't put a PC box in every town, because I think like there's definitely at least one town in Ruby and Sapphire where there's no PC box. I think it's like the one on the other side of the cave that the guy is trying to break through.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that one doesn't have any. That one doesn't have any PC box in it. But thankfully, they put one in pretty much every. Town.
Meanwhile, Celadon City gets to have 2 PC boxes.
Is that including the fake one?
Yeah, I'm including the fake one.
Okay.
The one I think that's what is it? The hotel or?
I don't remember.
I forget which building it is, but one of them has the invisible PC box in the corner that you can still access.
It goes to show a lot about Pokemon Gen 1 in that I still find out about new glitches, like glitches that have been known for a long time. Like every time I talk about it, it's just like, wait, it's just like the game that keeps on breaking, and whatnot.
Man,
there's a reason everyone compares it to Mr. Burns sick with every disease known to man, but they have 3 Stooges syndrome, so they don't kill them.
I have a lot of issues with Let's Go Pokemon, but one thing that I did very much appreciate about that is that just letting you have the PC box everywhere was a much needed improvement, and I miss having that ability whenever I go back to any of the other games.
And because it's Game Freak, even though it was something people wanted, it's going to be gone by Gen 8.
I mean, I hope not. It probably will be, but I hope not.
I think the reason...
We can't just make general improvements to the game. No, every generation has to be unique.
I think the reason that they gave you the PC box in Let's Go was because they wanted to make the game generally easier. But in the...
Well, that you didn't have wild battles, so...
Right.
Kind of what's the point?
The main series, though, the point of the PC boxes being in town is that once you're on a route, you can't just power through and let all your Pokemon die and keep switching them out. You have to keep your party of 6 alive.
I mean, you still kind of can. It's just more tedious.
Well, yeah.
Is the thing.
But
because, like, I know as a kid, at least for sure, like, after every single fight, I would run back
to the Pokemon Center to heal.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, does it add an extra 30 minutes to every route? Absolutely.
Well, yeah,
but it's still something you can do.
That's kind of the thing about RPGs is that there's always a way to make life easier on yourself if you're willing to just spend time doing tedious stuff to keep yourself alive.
Quick balls. Why do we even have you?
These are still by far like some of my least favorite legendaries in the
series.
series.
They're so boring. They're just worse Mews.
Yeah.
I don't like. I mean, I guess the thing for me that bothers me is that they're also similar to each other. Like, I mean, there are trios in every game, and obviously, you know, there's similarities between them all. Like, all of the birds are flying type, for example. All of the Reggies look kind of similar, but each one, for the most part, does have its own unique elements to it. Like, you know, even if it's something just as simple as, like, type, or in the better cases, like, for example, like the Three Musketeers ones, I think, like, the designs themselves, they fit a theme, but they also still look distinct from each other. These guys, I know that they have different move pools, but I could never
slightly, but their move pools are so shallow. What's the point?
I could also never tell you which one had which move pool as well. Is the thing. So if they
their stats aren't very good. They all have the same single typing of Psychic.
And there's already enough Psychic legendaries by this point anyway.
Yeah.
So
it kind of, to be honest, whenever they make a new set of legendaries, it kind of cheapens all the existing legendaries.
This is the point. Yeah, I agree with that completely. And this game's the point where I feel like it went overboard.
Well, because they had, like, beyond just the trio, the box legendary, and, like, the one event one, they have, like, 4 different event ones.
Yeah.
Plus a bunch of post-game ones that you don't even know about that don't factor into anything.
It's kind of.
I'm pretty sure that this game might have added more legendaries than Gen 1 and 2. Definitely more than Gen 1 and 2 combined. Probably it might have no, not more than Gen 3, because Gen 3 had more than Gen 1
It's
and 2.
kind of.
It's a lot.
It's kind of like going from Dragon Ball Z and GT to Dragon Ball Super, where you used to have like a small handful of Super Saiyan forms, right? And the more powerful ones tended to have their drawbacks, like Super Saiyan 3 chugged power like a motherfucker, and they couldn't even use it to beat the final boss because it chugged power like a motherfucker. And then you go to Dragon Ball Super, and it's like, okay, we've got this one with red hair, we got this one with blue hair, we got this one with pink hair, we got this one with, rainbow hair next.
Oops, all Gokus!
I don't know. It's just like.
No, I prefer the Ted. I prefer the image of the Power Rangers doing all the poses, but it's all the different Super Saiyans.
Yeah, because they have one for all of the base 5. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, including white and green.
Oh my God, they do have white. Wait, when's there a green Goku?
Broly.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, legendary Super Saiyan. I forgot about that.
It's totally different. What makes it legendary? It's so damn cool that it's green. That's what makes it legendary.
Well,
God.
they referred to Broly as the legendary Super Saiyan because he was the first Super Saiyan who unlocked his power and then went so out of control that he immediately destroyed the planet he was on. But like then legendary Super Saiyan became its own form when they did the Broly movie.
Wait, which Broly movie?
The first one. The one where they introduced the character and decided he had a different hair color than yellow because fuck consistency.
Was Broly in the show? Or I thought he was just a movie.
He's just a
guy.
movie.
He's just a movie.
But he's
technically he's canon now. But.
Yeah, but because he's the legendary Super Saiyan, he's considered an important figure in the whole Dragon Ball Z mythology. So he appears in basically
as a
everything.
Yeah, despite being a movie character, he gets to stick around.
Yeah. He appears in basically everything now.
So he's so important, he gets 2 slots in Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Oh, boo-hoo. There's like 17 Gokus. All right.
We complained about that too, to be fair.
I know, but
yeah,
it's just
but you see, we've been dealing with 17 Gokus for the last 5 Dragon Ball Z fighting games. Broly has usually only just been one character.
Wait, so what are the 2 Brolys then?
The original movie Broly and the new movie Broly.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's glorious, isn't it? Fuck having unique characters from maybe GT or original Dragon Ball. We just need more Saiyans.
At least when Naruto does it, like, there's a reason for it, because the younger Naruto fights different than the older Naruto, you get it?
Yeah, it still feels stupid in those games too,
it feels stupid, but it feels more mechanically relevant. In the Dragon Ball Z games, regular Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, they basically fight using variations of the same exact moveset. Whereas, like, okay, when you're playing as adult Naruto versus teen Naruto versus young Naruto, there's some personality changes you can detect in how they fight. Like, adult Naruto doesn't spam his clones everywhere. He fights using pure hand-to-hand until you do something crazy. And then the younger Naruto is just constantly pulling his clones out of his ass and flailing them around as a chain of human clones, like they're a weapon or something, and it's dumb, like he is.
So, like, okay, I can think, if we're thinking about it, like, as mechanically for a fighting game, a lot of fighting games have multiple versions of the same character to have variations on the same playstyle, and, like, I mean, like, and sometimes the games will do different characters to fulfill the same thing, like Ryu and Ken, or the different Mishimas and Tekken, or something like that. But those games
Ryu and
also...
violent Ken.
Yeah, I mean, they do that kind of crap too. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't think people would be whining about there being like 2 or 3 Gokus, but isn't there like actually like 7 in DBZ fighters now, or something like that?
There's regular Goku, which is Super Saiyan. There is Super Saiyan Blue Goku. There is the regular non-Super Saiyan, like from the Saiyan Saga Goku. There is GT Goku. Well, there's Vegito, and there's going to be Gogeta.
I still despise that there's 2 different fusions of Goku, like, and they get their own, like, Goku and Vegeta fused as 2 separate characters with 2 separate names. I hate
in context of the show, it makes sense, but
it absolutely makes sense, and like I get it. It's just I hate it.
it also, if we're counting biology, then Bardock is 2 Gokus.
Although
Gohan is half a Goku.
Although, in terms of fighting game mechanics, I find Bardock's fighting style distinct enough from Goku's to.
Oh no, it is. I'm just making a joke because he looks exactly like Goku, but with a scar.
Yeah. They kind of they tried. Bardock is hilarious because there was already another character that looks exactly like Goku as well, called Turles, that they made earlier in the movies. But then they wanted to do a story about Goku's father, and they made him look like Goku as well. So
to be fair, Turles, the movies are designed to basically just be really abridged versions of the series arcs.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, then they all appear in the video games together. So you got Goku, Turles, Goku, Bardock, Goku, and Goku.
Also, if we're doing more math of Gotenks, that's Goten, who is half a Goku, and Trunks, so he's 1/4 Goku. And 16 is going to dunk them all.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, we've captured another goddamn rare one.
Yeah, we have 2 of them. Unfortunately, the pink one is a roaming legendary because everyone loves those.
Ugh. Okay, that was cool the first time they did it in Gen 2 because it was different. It was a different condition for getting a set of
was
legendaries.
like, I mean, granted, nobody liked finding the roamers in 2, but it was
novel.
It was neat.
It had some novelty value to make up for how annoying it was. They keep doing it.
And I'll give Gen 3 at least a little bit of a pass because there's only 1 per game. So, I mean, there it's still annoying, but there's only 1, and the Hoenn map actually, I think, is the easiest to find the roaming
It has
legendaries
it
on.
has the most interconnected routes. You can just go back and forth with your map, open it to see when it
Yeah.
spawns.
What is it? The middle city, Mauville, is that one?
I think so.
Like,
Yeah, that one. You just like keep on going through the big crossroads in that, and then just hope that it comes close.
the post-game
sometime.
grind in a Pokemon game, though, has gotten so convoluted and time-consuming that it rivals most MMOs.
It's weird too though because there's a lot of weird grinding and not fun stuff, but it still feels like there's no content.
Yeah,
in
it's
post-game anymore.
at this point it's just like a few extra routes and like one side quest that's tedious as hell, and there's like nothing else to do.
You know what's great, though?
They'll throw you a bone with like the battle subway or the battle tree or whatever, but most people don't play those because it's just for competitive items you're not going to use anyway.
You know what's great,
Yeah.
though? When the roaming thing shows you where the roaming thing is, but whenever you change location, the location of the Pokemon changes too.
Yeah, that's why you're doing that's why you do what I
Yeah,
do. You just stand
So
at a crossroad.
knowing where the fucking Pokemon is useless.
You have to like the idea is you're supposed to like trap it and flank it at certain points, but then it will always go up where you want it to go left, and it never works basically.
Roaming legendary.
Yeah, these oh god. Black and White had the two genies,
Yeah.
which was annoying. Gen 6 had oh god, I forget.
Fuck it, Master Ball. Don't have time
Yes.
for this shit.
Yeah, always save the Master Ball for these.
You remember
things.
when the Master Ball used to be for the one big Pokemon in the optional dungeon rather than the roaming one?
Yeah.
But now it's for the roaming one because like you took so long trying to find this frickin' thing, and you can't save scum it at all. So because if you reload your save file, you have to find it again somewhere else.
Well, it's not even that. It just takes forever to get it down because you either have to freeze or sleep it, depending on which generation.
Oh, because
or
it
hope
flees.
that, or you can.
Yeah.
Or you can grind up a Pokemon with Mean Look, I suppose.
Yeah.
But you're
That's
just
its own-
wasting
you're
one
more
kind
time
of time
for another.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're either just spending a lot of time taking one turn, doing some damage, doing the back and forth strat to get it to appear again, until you're comfortable enough to where you can think you can try to throw balls at it. You throw one ball, it misses, it runs away, and you just repeat the process until you catch it.
Actually, you want to know what I think made it's not going to be much, and I still do not like roaming legendaries in Gen 2, and I know the part's over. But I think part of what made it at least feel more tolerable is you unlock the roaming legendaries really early in that game, like before you get the 4th gym badge. So
Yeah.
you go through like the second half of the game, and then you get this cool moment where you walk into the grass and you expect something normal to happen, and then you just see like this giant dog appear out of nowhere, and it's supposed to be like a big surprise and something that you're shocked by, and so that makes it cool, and you can theoretically do some stuff to it while you're wandering around. Whereas when it's just at the end of the game, it's more like, oh god, now I gotta chase this thing for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like that's part of what at least psychologically makes it feel.
It
more
also
tolerable.
helps that the roaming legendaries in Gen 2 were a pack of wolves, which makes sense.